Alright, we are going to start here in a couple seconds. Once I get a couple more references pulled up on my secondary screen so I can see them and work on them. Give me just a couple more seconds. It might also help if I actually open the game too. There we go. Sorry about that. I was having some issues trying to get this whole thing to work. Can everybody see Minecraft now? I hope everyone can see Minecraft now. Yeah, there we go. I cannot remember where so I picked this world. Well, I set up this world. It is an all savanna world because, you know, I like the savanna. And there we go. And I already set up an area that has it sort of laid out for Olynthos. Oh, and actually, while I'm thinking about it, why is Olynthos not viewable? There we go. Now it's good. There we go. So you should see Olynthos up in the top left corner. So anyways, yeah, I decided to do a Savannah world because I like the Savannah, and if you don't like the Savannah, well, that's too bad. I do. So let's go ahead and I do have world edit on here. So what we are going to do is we are going to go ahead and delete a big chunk of this, and then we are going to add it back in. So let's do that. We're going to run over here. We're going to go beneath this pillar here. Okay, there we go. We're going to do that. We're just going to cut everything out, which is going to kill a lot of animals. All right. Oh, well, the animals are still there. So that's interesting. Man, they're not going to be happy here in a second. Okay, well, here we go. I'm going to go here. Whoops, nope, I want to do that. And rush along here. No, that's not right. I want to come like right here. So we want to do that. And then I'm going to come over here. Hello, everybody. Wow, there's a lot of people in today. That's nice. Come over here. And then we are just going to replace air with grass blocks. There we go. I'm not going to worry too much about making this all sort of look good with the edges here. I might just do something like maybe something like nah, it's fine. Okay, so this is a 100 by 100 square, and we are gonna basically put Olynthos in here. This is going to be enough room for the whole city, believe it or not. I know, it's crazy. I looked at the size of these houses, and the biggest issue I found was that they tended to be a little on the small side, at least for Minecraft's sake. So let's go ahead and we're going to do that because this is just big enough for the actual town. So we're going to expand it just a tiny bit. Actually, hold on. And then oh, we're not going to do the we're not going to do the whole city. We're only going to do about 3 or 4 city blocks, maybe. We're going to see how it goes. Okay, we're just going to sort of play it by ear. So we're going to go there, and we're going to do the same thing. Replace air with grass block. There you go. So it's a little bit bigger. Oh, well. Ugh. Fine. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, this is just going to look a little weird. Anyways, we're only going to do, at most, maybe 4 city blocks. So, if any of you are familiar with Olynthos, which you're probably not, but that's okay. We're going to do, basically, block 5 through 7 today. Or at least block 5, and then go from there. See how we like it. But first things first, we are going to need to set up the actual squares. So the thing about Olynthos is that this is sort of the very first, well, it's along the lines of the very first sort of planned subdivision, basically. Let me make sure I'm on. I try to keep it to whole numbers. So this is 263, 75, negative 6. We actually want to be at 0. We'll be at negative 6. That's fine. Let me count off this house real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So this guy in ancient Greece did this whole grid planning thing. Now planning out a city to a grid seems kind of like a no-brainer to us, but back then that was something that was crazy. Nobody really thought about it. And so this was sort of groundbreaking. Now, each of the houses in reality is about 15 meters square. And this is going to be 19 meters square because if you try to make it using the Minecraft blocks, 15 meters just is just not big enough. I mean, just not big enough. So you got to do it at about 19. And you do a row of 5 houses all sharing a wall. Then there's a little alley here of about 2 blocks, and then another row of houses, and that's a block basically. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna come over here. We're gonna try to make this as easy and painless as possible. So that's 1 house. Two house. We're just going to do this for 5 of them. Shit. I did not mean to type copy. I meant to type... Okay, well here. This is what we'll do. We'll just... I did not mean to type copy. I meant to type paste. But that's okay. I just need to do the... just the up arrow from here on out. Okay. 1, 2. This will be the 3rd house. Paste. There we go. And then that's 3. Here is 4. And here is 5. Uh-oh. Did I not line this up correctly? I did not. That's okay. Because what we're going to do, we'll just move this. Slightly over. That's all. Come on. Why are you not... No. There. For some reason, World Edit does that from time to time, where it will not let you click something. Okay, so we are actually going to do... We're going to cut that. We're going to cut this whole thing out. We're going to shift it over to, like, here. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. And then 2 blocks off. Right there. Why is my right click not working? I hate this mouse. I hate this mouse so much. Okay. Let's paste that again. Okay, so this is a block. And we're gonna do a few of them. We'll just do 2 for now. We'll do 2 for now. See how it goes. Because that looks like that's all I can fit for some reason. I thought I did the math correctly, but maybe I did not. So there we go. Yeah, that's what we're gonna shoot for. What's up? Oh, there's a lot of comments. Which end are you making? So I am making the basically the what would be the southwest corner, but the southwest corner, I'm not starting with that first block. I'm starting with the next block to the north in the southwest corner, and not the row of houses along the fortification wall, if you're familiar with Olynthos. So yeah, and the strange scaling, yeah, it is super strange. I mean, I guess I could have used walls, but I don't like the way that the walls work out. So let's see, what for roads, I'm thinking white terracotta because it looks like clay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna measure off 4 meters for the roads. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to do that. And we're just going to run off over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. I'm having a little lag issues, which I should not have on this computer. Going to do that. We're going to replace grass blocks with, what was that? White terracotta? White terracotta. Yeah. Yeah, see, that looks nice. Okay. So let's do this again. That right there. Go over to the other corner. Right there. And we are going to do this. Copy. And then we're going to go ahead and paste and see what we've got going on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam. Oh, yeah, I guess I miscalculated on my on my area. That's okay. Worst case scenario, we just go ahead and change it up. Now these right here were dirt. Okay. Let's see. Cob houses have thick walls. If we think of it like a cob house, then the meter thick walls almost make sense. Well, there's a lot of really thick walls in ancient Greece. Not always. I mean, the meter thick walls are usually really important buildings. I will say, if you wanted to do something that was a little more accurate to ancient Greece, it would look a little something like, let's see here. This and this. And so instead of these, what you would have is you would have a cobblestone, what we call a socle, and mud brick walls on top. Something kind of like that. That's what you would have. But it looks really bad for this reason alone. I don't want the floor to expand out that way. And the doors don't always fit. It just kind of generally sucks. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off with block 5, Roman numeral 5, on the corner of Avenue A, or I'm sorry, the southwest corner of block 5. So it's the one that meets up with Avenue A, which probably doesn't make much sense to any of you. But it is, if you look at the map that I got posted in the top left, It is... I can barely see that map. It is not the first row, but the second row up is kind of where we're starting. So we are going to replace... You know what? Let's just replace all black wool with cobblestone. Let's just do that. Make everything super easy. Replace black wool. Nope, not blue wool. Black wool with cobblestone. Wha-bam! There we go. There is our foundations. Alright, so let's go ahead and fix this real quick. There we go. Okay. So this first house has no doorway, which is weird, but okay. We're gonna have to make one. And it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. Looks like 1, 2, 3, and then it's like a big room. So the first room looks like it might be something like this. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And then the next one goes up to here. Also, I was thinking about this. Some of these might make really good starter homes. Or like, sort of like mid-game homes, I guess, would be a good one. So, I got somebody sending me pictures who's visiting friends in Florida. And, yeah, that's... It must be really nice in Florida right now. I see why people retire there. Okay. So, let's see. We'll do this here. So anyways, yeah, so this whole thing about sort of a subdivision was, or at least in a grid pattern, was new and really sort of groundbreaking. Is that right? No, it needs to be like this. And it's this guy named Hippodamus who came up with it, or is credited as the person who's come up with it. Unfortunately, with archaeology, they always throw in things like that, like, well, we don't know for sure. You know, it could have been someone else, which admittedly drives me crazy sometimes, because we just get so wishy-washy on stuff. And we have to. I get it, right? We have to. It's frustrating. Because sometimes you're like, well, somebody had to come up with it. Okay, so this is the first house's layout. Now, more than likely, they didn't have a door into the alley, or maybe they did. There's a lot of buildings here that have doors out into the alley. So let's do a single door into the alley. Hold on, why is for some reason, I'm getting really laggy. What am I looking for? I'm looking for video settings. Ah, okay. Yeah, let's turn that down. And let's simulation. Okay, yeah, let's do that. There we go. Let's see if that helps out a little bit. Yeah, you like that pun? Groundbreaking? I'm not one for puns, but that one definitely, I like that one. And then let's do this one right here. Actually, what we'll do is we'll do this to signify that there was foundation there. There we go. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to do mud brick. And what we're going to do this time around, normally I would be the one that would say like, oh, this is what we're going to put here and this is what we're going to put there, based on you know, just kind of knowing what goes where. Some rooms we will absolutely do that with. So some rooms are going to have things in them that are historically accurate. But I think what we'll do is maybe one or two of these. I think you and I will figure out a good way to make it into a starter house. And what we would need in a starter house for Minecraft. And I think that'd be a cool little sort of experiment. You know, so start thinking about what rooms can have what where. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. Now, a lot of these, by the way, a lot of these houses had 2 stories. Or some of them did. I don't know if all of them did, but, you know, that was kind of the thing. Alright, here we go. We're gonna copy. And we're gonna come up one. And paste. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Look at that. Okay. This house is pretty blank. They didn't really find any of the benches in it or any of the kitchen stuff in it, at least from my floor plan. Now, we do need a kitchen, and the kitchen was most likely... I don't know which room that would have been, but we definitely need entrance into some of these rooms. So let's go with entrance right there. And this room needs an... Oh, actually, this room does not need an entrance because you can get in through there. So you can get into all these rooms. Okay. So let's do that. There we go. There we go. There's that. Well, I guess I didn't need to do that. That's fine. And we'll do... that. In the front here, let's see. It's a 3 wide, which is pretty impressive. Let's not do 3 wide. Let's just do something like this, and we'll do some stairs, some mud brick stairs. There we go. And then we'll put a door. Let's try spruce, and let's also try maybe dark oak. I don't know. How does oak look? Oak has the windows. I don't like the windows. We're not going to do the windows. And jungle also has a window. Acacia is just a gate. Mangrove would be nice. That's a red door. Very nice. Pale oak door. I don't know about that one. Let's try spruce. See how spruce looks. Slap that right there. Oh, that's right. And I've got the ancient Greek texture pack on right now, so that's not steel. That's bronze. And then let's go right here. Yeah, like that. There we go. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, what would be cool is if we did that, and instead of that... Oh, actually, that actually looked really good, too. What about doing something like that, so it's like an arch over it? Actually, I like the other way, where it was like that. Yeah, that looks good. That looks really good. Okay. Whoa, what are we doing here in the chat? There's a lot of chat. I'm not paying attention. Interior wall to be nice color. Yeah. We'd have to... I really wish they did paint. I really wish they did paint. That would be nice. So you're saying we need vertical slabs? We do need vertical slabs. Yes, this whole city is residential. But you're going to have to understand how the Greek household works. One of these front rooms is a business. Probably this one. if I had to guess, because this is nice and small. But that could also be the andron, which is where a bunch of dudes hung out. I mean, that's the best way to put it. And they lounged around and had parties and stuff like that. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's see what an andron would look like in this room. See, this is just really open right here, though. And I don't like that being super open. But this, I think, might be too small for an andron. No, actually, this might actually be the andron. So the andron was a room where men would hold what was commonly referred to as the symposia, which was a sort of a male gathering where they discussed things with people, with their friends and stuff like that. They talked politics, they talked poetry, all kinds of stuff. And then in the back was the women's area and slave quarters. So, yeah, so that might be the andron, actually. And this might be the business, which is awfully big. Or maybe there was no business. Maybe this was someone who didn't have a business. So yeah, so that's the first one. And we've got a bit of a sort of courtyard right here. Very small courtyard, but definitely a courtyard. We could go 2 stories along these 2 sections here, like this right here and this over here, with stairs going up like right here. I don't know how well that would work. Let's see. Oops. I mean, that would work. Yeah, and you come in underneath the stairs. Yeah, so you come over here and you come up to the 2nd story. So, I mean, that would work. We could do that. We could do that. Business in the front, party in the back? Yes, absolutely. This is the original mullet. Ancient Greek houses were the original mullet. That's absolutely 100% correct. You can quote me on that. So yeah, so there's that. So I think we'll do that. So in that case, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to cover this with slabs for a roof, and we're going to want to take this up another story. I think that's what we're going to want to do. We're going to want to take this whole thing up another story. So what slabs would work really well with this? Oak? Spruce? Maybe even birch? I know for the roof I want to do acacia, because acacia looks really good as terracotta tiles. Yeah, they already have the basics of the code with the pale moss going up the walls. Yeah, I know. Mangrove, okay, maybe. Crimson, maybe. Well, let's see here. Like a smoking lounge of old that the men would retire to after a meal? Yes, just like that, actually. Just like that. So let's see what oak looks like. And then let's see what spruce looks like. Spruce looks too much like mud brick. The color's too close. Oak works. Because of the contrast. Let's try birch. Ooh, birch works really well because of the contrast. And then the roof is this. See, that looks really good too. But we're keeping the acacia as tiles. So what do you guys think? Oak or birch? Original mullet in the paper? Oh god, I wish I could. I don't think I might be able to make it. Problem is too many people have to look at your paper and go over it. And one of the things I think I want to do because of how my background is I really want to make some of this stuff really accessible to the general public and engaging and entertaining, and I think doing stuff like that is really the way to go about it. So I got 1 vote for oak. Okay, so far we're thinking oak looks good. Let me know what everyone else thinks here, but I'm sort of leaning towards oak as well. In the meantime, if I did that, that means I could do that and actually start this a little bit higher up. Yeah, I'm liking that. We're gonna want to do is there a mud brick slab? There is mud brick slabs, okay. So we could do mud brick slab like that. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, there we go. Actually, we'll just take away the mud brick slab. We'll just do that. So you can come in here, go boop, 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 and then you're up. Yeah, I like that. And actually, let's go ahead and we'll do wooden stairs instead of that. Why can't you alternate oak and birch between buildings? I guess I could, actually. That's a good point. Maybe that's what we do. I actually like that. Yeah, I like that. Let's do that. So we'll do oak for this one. Whoops. Now here's the real question. Can I do easy mode with this and make this go so much faster? Can I go like this and then like this and hit replace air with oak slab? Can I do that? Will it work? It will. Look at that. Okay. Problem. They would not have had flat roofs. I just realized that. They actually would have had peaked roofs. So we want to not do that. We actually want to do something like this. Yeah, they would have had peaked roofs because rain. Rain is one of those things that sucks, and they don't. Oh, oops! Do that. So it would have been like that. That's not right. Why did I have that off by 1? There we go. Yeah, so they would have had peaked roofs. God, that looks terrible. Okay, let's try. We're gonna do the Thoscalos roof, which is what I'm calling it from now on because dang it, it's my roof. And this is the same roof I do for temples. And then we go here and we do this. Yeah, that's much better. Not as steep. This is the Thoscalos roof. And not that. Something like that. There we go. Oh, much better. Much, 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 much better. Though I really do think we'd probably have an overhang. So why don't we do something like that? Sure. That looks good. Okay. Unfortunately, I got to do that. And then we'll just do this. And this. And that. And maybe no overhang on this. Well, maybe let's see what the overhang looks like. If it looks too bad. No, because then it'll just be a single Ugh, then it'll just be a single spot. So, okay, anyways, yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. Do that, so we're going to do this here. Or, yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of all of this here. Bam, gone. Easy mode. Okay, we'll do this, and then we'll do this, do that. My fingers aren't working. Okay. There we go. Okay. Then we do this, and we do, wait, how did I do that? Yeah. Do that. Go. Is that right? That is not right. I did that wrong. That, and then we do... Okay, yeah, there we go. Then we do that. Then that. And that. There. And then we do another one right here. And oh, yeah, okay, so I did that wrong. That, there we go. And then this. Okay, all right. So let's go ahead and get that. And get that. Do an easy mode again. We're going to do copy. And we're just going to scooch along till we get to there. We're going to do paste, scooch along, paste, 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 paste. Well, bam. And okay. I messed that up. And to be honest with you, they actually had beams. So maybe instead of that, I do something like that. Because it's a beam. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, how are we doing in chat? And stone bricks as tiles. Oh yeah, there's also that too. I think they look a little too dark. But that's also a really good idea too. Thank you for explaining what a mullet is. DM bar to everybody. There we go. Oh my god. What am I doing? There we go. That's not too bad. I feel like it maybe needs to stick out. Yeah, I feel like it needs to stick out. Like that? Sure. Except, there we go. Better. That's looking better. That is looking better. Okay. The roof line is off balance. Don't build it out yet. Uh-oh. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Okay, we're just gonna roll with it. We're going to do this, and we're going to do this. And yes, the roofs are not going to be perfect. But we are going to do this. Okay. So then we go like that, that, then like that and that. Which looks terrible. Each side seems pitched. Yeah, it's because of this. See, watch now when I come back here. No, it is off. It is off. You are correct. How did I screw this up? This is my roof. How did I screw this up? Ah, I see what I did. So I go slab, stair, slab, slab, stair. Slab, stair, slab, stair? No. Slab, 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 then stair. Thank you for catching that. So really, it probably would have looked just fine. See, almost did it again. Almost did it again. You are correct. You caught that. See? So anyone who thinks that I'm a builder, there's your proof. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Oh, look at that. That's so much better. So much better. There we go. Okay. See? Thank you, Oda. Okay. So let's fix this one, because this one is pretty bad. I'm wondering if I should just do like that? Ugh, that's pretty bad too. What if I do that? Okay, that's better. Oh, nope. This has to be a little walkway. And then we can do this. Yeah. So when you come up here, you're going to have a little walkway to walk along. Can you still walk up here? No. There we go. Okay. So let's do this. We're gonna put a second story up here. Don't worry, I'll clear out. I'll clear out the walkway. Does that make sense to have the stairs here, or does it make sense to have the stairs here? Next to this, where you come in from this door, and then you can walk up the stairs to the second story. Because that goes out onto the alley. And then we could have the doors right here. We can go to either one of these rooms as the second story, but this all stays one story. Let's try that. I think I want to try that instead of this. And see how that looks. We'll just see how that looks. Okay. Oof. My frame rate is taking a hit. I think it might be a little bit of the streaming that's doing that. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that get all choppy. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. Just like that. And actually, what I think I'll do is I will bring this across. we'll do that. That is lopsided. But I think that's okay. Maybe not okay. Okay. How about we do this? There we go. There we go. Okay, so let's do that. Looking good. Looking good. Okay. And of course we will bring this out. Oops. Like that. Okay. There we go. So that looks good. Let's do the second story over here. We're going to bring this way. This way. This way. And this like this. We want to go up 3. So we're going to do that. And let's do easy mode on this one too. We're going to do that. And that. And we're going to put two. That should be 3. Yep, there we go. There's 3, and then we'll seal this one off right here. Okay. So now what we want is we want some slabs. And we want to put those slabs 3 blocks up. So 1, 2, 3. So we'll do like that. Nope. We're going to bring them down like that. Yeah. Let's see how that looks. It's all right. I think maybe we should just do it up here. And we'll throw in some logs to make it look good. So like that. With oak slabs. What? Oh. Oak. I have to hit tab. There we go. Alright. Let's see what it looks like down here. So you come in here. Oh yeah, that looks good. That looks real good. Maybe turn off mob spawns for the world. Might help frames. Yeah, do I have mob spawns on? Let's see here. Game rule. Do mob spawning false. Okay, there we go. Yeah, maybe that might help out. Okay, so we want same thing. So we're going to do this. And this is a small enough room. We don't need to do easy mode. Oop. There we go. Yeah, looking good, looking good. See, and this has got, yep, that's got that roof. Let's throw some torches. Oh god, which one? Yeah, it's this one. Okay. Look at that. I remembered which one was torches. I like to throw the torches above the doorways. So you don't necessarily see them until you're actually in the room. Okay, so that looks good. Let's go over here. And we want oak slabs to be same thing. Like that. Actual little walkway that goes out onto the little plaza there. And then that way, what we can do is we can put stairs from inside here going up. So why don't we do... Or stairs going up this way? No. I don't know. I will need to come up one more. Because if we do a floor... If we do a floor, that means the walls are only too high at that point. So if we do this... we can also cover up the logs that we're eventually going to throw in. There we go. Okay, so if we put a door... let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we put a door here... yeah, 2 over? Sure. That works. Whoops. There we go. 2, 3, there we go. So if you're wondering why I keep mentioning logs, what I was thinking about doing is, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'd be something like this. Oops. That actually won't work. Unless I drop it down 1. Yeah, see, I was thinking about putting logs like across here, and then putting the slabs, but then it's like really low. So maybe I don't do that. Okay. Anyways, we can tackle that when we get to it. All right. I also want some fences. We're gonna do some fences. Safety first, kids. All right, there we go. So I'm thinking stairs that go up that way. So if we do something like that. Nope, because the door's right there. Okay. Can't do that. Yeah, we're gonna have to do an outside stairwell. Maybe, okay, so this is nice and wide. But so is this. Maybe we do it right here. Maybe we go like... oh, where's my stairs? Look at this. You're coming on a adventure with me here. Like that? I mean, I don't hate it. Don't like it. But I don't hate it. That works. Slap a window right there too. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think that's okay. What do you guys think? Okay. Wow. Ew, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Yeah, looks good. Looks good, I think. Okay, so now we do... okay, we got slabs in there, so let's go ahead and do our... where's it at here? There we go. Acacia stairs and acacia slabs. So we're going to do the exact same thing we did. Oh, little armadillo. Armadillos didn't exist in Greece. Okay, let's let's go ahead and oh, how are we going to do this one? Looks like we're going to have to do something like this. Hold on. Let's see if this is going to work. Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay, and then for this one, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to have to come like this, this. We're doing a Daskalos roof. Oh, look at that. It's the same. Ah, that's nice. Look at that. Okay, so we do this. Come along here. Okay. Then we come along here. Okay. And we extend it. Oops. Nope. Extend it out this way. Okay. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. Okay. All right, and have you guys been thinking about what we can put in certain rooms? We're going to need a kitchen. We're going to need a bedroom. Keep in mind that in Greece, most of the bedrooms were in the back. Let's see, what else do we need for a good survival world? An enchantment setup, furnaces. That'd probably be the kitchen. I don't know what else. Farms, but we're not going to worry about farms right now. So yeah, so at least some of those. So think about what rooms could possibly take up that stuff. Oh, this is looking good. Oh, and we also need a hearth too, which I mean I suppose would go in the kitchen, but look at that. Look at that. I mean, it's a little blocky. We do want an overhang, so let's do this. But we're not going to overhang it this way because there's another house there. Overhang it this way. We're not going to overhang it into the alley either. Though I could. What would that look like? Let's see here. That would be something like this. Oh, but that would cover the whole alley because there are only two, and then, yeah, because then this house would have an overhang that would meet up with that too. So no, we're not going to do that. So yeah, that looks pretty good. Maybe we have an overhang this way. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. And if we do an overhang that way, we should probably do an overhang this way. Oops. There we have it. Oh, why did I do that? Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna have to. I totally did the roof in in this instead of the acacia, like I said I was going to. That's weird looking. We want the floor in oak, not the roof. Yep, so that's weird. I don't know why I did that. Let's just go ahead and fix this real quick. There we go. Yeah, that's looking better. That's looking way better. Okay, and no, that's not going to do it. So, how's everyone's weekend going? What are you all doing? I should probably respond to my friend in Florida at some point. Ooh, there we go. All right. Ooh. Well, Ancient Greece has a foreign mascot now. Yeah, the armadillo. Yeah, the armadillo. Can't help it. Can't help it. Let's see here. Have you ever considered doing excavation for games other than Minecraft, Elden Ring? Okay, so actually, I've already discussed a few games because people have asked. Some things I just won't do because one of the things that I want to be able to do when I do these games is we'll have fun. And overly hard games, because I suck at video games. I enjoy them, but I suck at them. And one of the things is overly hard video games like Elden Ring, probably not interested in. Plus, they have a different civilization than what I'm sort of used to. So I tend to stay away from stuff like that. I guess I could just do this instead. So to answer your question, probably not. Most likely not. How am I going to do this? There we go. Ugh. There we go. There's that. Haha. Okay. So if I do that... Okay. Alright. So far, so good. I already see the problem I'm about to run into. Whoops. Which is this side. I guess I don't really need it for this side, though. There we go. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Okay, now we do that. And then I think I need to have a post right here. There we go, like a little pillar or something. So probably not Elden Ring. I'm probably doing maybe something else, maybe, but probably not. It's the same thing for Vintage Story or RL Craft or any of those other Minecraft clone type things. I'm not interested. So yeah, okay. So there we go. So we've got all of these looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. All right. So we need double doors. Yeah. Something like this. There we go. We need some windows. I think that looks good. Yeah, that looks good. Whoops. Do something like that. Something like that. Probably put some windows in here. Maybe like one right there, one right there. And maybe even like one right there. Sure. Same for over in this room. So maybe something like this. And like this. Even though it's sort of out into the alley. And this doesn't really go anywhere, and that goes into another house. So I'm wondering if this was just a giant storeroom then. Or maybe this was a giant storeroom. Okay, so this is obviously some sort of workshop or something. The store, basically, the storefront. And then this one, I don't know. Maybe this is a bedroom. Do that. Yeah, that looks better. Actually, I wonder if... Let's see if we can get fancy with this. That looks horrendous. We're not going to get fancy with it. Okay. That looked just terrible. And that also looks terrible. There we go. Or actually, you know what would be really good looking, I think, right here? Instead of that, we do something like that. Yeah, look at that. That looks good. That looks real good. Okay. So this, we should probably have a window right here. Looks out. Yeah. And another one, maybe like right here. That looks out that way. Oh. Whoops. I was wondering why those windows were so high. There we go. Just like that. Yeah. Same for here. We definitely want a window. Let's do a big window that looks into... Okay, I forgot. There is actually a room here. So we need to... okay. You know, I should have just done, instead of slabs, I should have just done whole blocks. But that's okay. Good for next time. Now, next time we'll know what to do. Okay, so probably a window like right here, even though it's going to look out into the other building. Probably do a window there. And probably do a window there. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, I'm liking the way that this is starting to look. Probably put a window here. Oh no, that's the Andron. No, no, no. They need privacy. Okay. All right, what do you guys think so far? So far, so good? All right. Your landscaping on your 2012 world. Oh boy. Yeah, definitely watch out for lava holes. Do you think that after the blocked out zones were created that people got to customize the house layout to their needs? I don't know, maybe. Maybe, though there is a lot of repetitive things happening in this layout, which is kind of interesting. So Andron is definitely something that happens a lot. Yeah, we'll do that. So we can have a table right there. Andron is definitely something that happens in all of the houses for obvious reasons. You know, this is, again, this is where all the men meet. And so you're going to have the Andron. Yeah, that's better. That's way better. Okay. You're going to have usually a shop or something there. You're going to have bedrooms, maybe even slave quarters. You're going to have a kitchen, which I'm starting to think that maybe this is the kitchen, maybe not. In which case, if we do it as the kitchen, this has got to go. Yeah. Actually, it is going to have to go. That's fine for now. It's totally fine for now. So there we have it. There's that house. Now I want you guys to think about what rooms to do what with. So we have the shop, which is already spoken for. That is a shop. So maybe we put some stuff in here like stone cutters and I don't know, cartography tables, whatever, to make a sort of just a general shop. Here we do whatever. So on the first floor we have this room, and then we have this room, which I'm starting to think it might be the kitchen, and then we have this room, and then we have on the second floor the same layout for that back section, with this room possibly being gone. So yeah, or we make the Andron the kitchen, and we make this room the Andron, but I don't think that that's how that went. So think about what should go where. Let's start on the second layout here. So this one has a much nicer area. First and foremost, I need to figure out where. There it is. Yeah, because it comes right off of the other one. So I think to answer your question, I think that they had similar layouts, or they used joining walls, because a lot of these houses share. Well, a lot of the houses will share a wall like a duplex does, but they'll also have smaller walls. Like they'll divide up sections, just like the other house. So, for example, this one, which is next to the one we just built, they come right off of this wall here that's on that other one. Not that far, but so they do that. So there's just like this really long linear wall, pretty much all the way, whoops, didn't need to do that, all the way down to here, which is kind of crazy. And it seems like there are similar measurements. So like this is 3 wide, and it looks like it is the exact same width as this right here. 3 wide, which makes me think that maybe this was what led out into the alley like that. So, yeah. And then there is this big giant room here. This is, let's see, how many cars? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4. If we did that, we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that looks pretty close. Pretty close. I think it's close enough. Because it is wider than the walkway, but not so wide that... Yeah, I think that's right. And this is probably a storeroom. That's because we do have an opening that goes into this big room. Room behind the kitchen could be storage. Yeah, could be. Could be. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, let's see here. So next we want... So this space here is divided up into 3 rooms of almost equal size. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if I have 2 walls, that means I have 9 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, bam. 1, 2, 3, bam. Okay. There we go. We're going to leave that as is right now because they seem to be... so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it seems to be like that. Which, by the way, there's that hole there. And then it goes like this. And then this comes out like that. So how they got into this room and this room, I have no idea. But there is something interesting that happens now. We have 2 pillars. 1, 2. Roughly. Yeah. And this comes this way, but it goes beyond that wall. Let's do actually that and that and that. There we go. And then there's a small room about the same size as this one, but just a hair smaller. So we'll do it like that. And we've got this. Nope. Like that. And then there is an opening right here. And a big opening right here. So that's a pretty cool looking house. How we liking this one? This one looks pretty neat. Now this, I don't know if this actually had an opening to the alley, but we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna have it like that, even though maybe it probably didn't. And actually, if this didn't have an opening to the alleyway, I could have left that a lot more open, because then the stairs would have gone. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay. So yeah, that's looking good. Let's go ahead and give it its walls. And then we'll build up again. You can tell I'm like locking in because I get quiet. Oh, this mouse is killing me. There we go. There we go. And do like this. Okay. And if you're wondering what I'm going to do about the pillars, I think I'm going to actually do them in wood. So let's go ahead and we're going to do that. And we're going to do that. We're going to copy. And paste. So it's 3 high. I'm liking the layout of this, actually. I'm liking the layout of this a lot. Boop. There we go. There's that. Oops. Nope. Nope. Hey, stop it. Thank you. Okay. Do that. Okay. Let me quickly let my friend know that I'm not ignoring. Okay, there we go. All right. I'm liking this. I'm liking this layout. Again, I think we have... So we have the courtyard here. Also like a little mini courtyard here as well. Maybe this is the courtyard that friends come in and then... Or maybe that's the courtyard that... I don't know. And then back here, I think we should have the second story as well. So let's go ahead and we're going to do... Ooh. Is this going to work? Look at that. It's almost like it was planned. Oh, wait, it was planned. There. Okay. So that can go back. Maybe we don't do a second story there. Maybe we just have the 2 stories here. Just on the back. Also, how did they get into this room? Looks like I'm going to have to put a door in here somewhere. Maybe... It's such a weird size. Why don't we do this? Why don't we have a door over here that you can come into? The other thing might be that these foundations might have been underground. But I don't think so. But all right, what do we got? What do we got? Did they have any smithies? Because I imagine that would be an open air room. Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how that would work out with this. Yeah. I mean, yeah. They did. I don't know how that would work out with the storefront in their sort of living area. I'll just do this real quick. Okay, looking good, looking good. I think we could do the same thing over here. Though I think we're gonna have to do this, like what we got over here. Whoops. Oh, didn't want to do that. There we go. Oh, look at that. That looks nice. Do that. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. We can just, yeah, we can just run that straight back. And just keep it coming straight this way. Right? Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. And I think, honestly, that this should probably have a doorway. And then you can come in here. I mean, that's what makes sense to me. Right off of the sort of the main area. Okay. So, for pillars, I think I want to do wood. And let's try a couple different types. So let's try birch. Let's try jungle. See how jungle looks. Looks a little too much like mud brick. Okay. No. Mangrove. Oops. Let's try mangrove. Painting them red. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. I think the issue is that they look a little big. Which I'm not a fan of. So what if we sort of just interpreted this a tiny bit differently? And we do something like this. Or I get rid of that, and I slap that down there. And I do something like that. What do we think of that? I don't know. What else do we got that we could do this with? I mean, it has a stone foundation, as they all do. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, let's just see. Let's see if that grows. See if that grows on us, shall we? So do something like that, something like that, and that. Something like that and that. And actually, because that's there, we know that this roof continues this way. Because they're not just going to put columns, pillars there just for the fun of it, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and close this off. Close this off and see how we feel about it. Yeah, like this. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a roof here. That's how that's laid out. So I'm wondering then if we continue the peak or if it's a flat walkable area. If it's something like this. And like this is your open area and then that's like a walking area? How would they get up though? You'd have to have stairs somewhere. Maybe the stairs are here, going up this way? Let's see what that looks like. So something like that? Oh my god, I don't know if I like this. I'm thinking. Oof. I don't know. I'm not feeling too strongly about this. See, that's the hard part about doing this in Minecraft. You know, if I was doing this in Blender, oh, I can just make the roof however I want it. But because I'm sort of stuck with this grid system, I'm just sort of, you know, bleh. I mean, that's the best way to describe it. It's like, well, I can't do that, and I can't do that. See, the walkway doesn't make any sense like this. Maybe, what if, okay, hold on. What if I do this? What if I have the walkway coming instead of like how I was trying to do it? What if I just had it as like the roof opens up, right? So like the roof is... I don't know. So like that, where basically like you come in here and you walk up a bunch of stairs that go that way. So like this, and that, and that, and then you walk up like that. Is that... How are we feeling about that? Let me hop up in the air. How are we feeling about this? I'm sort of torn on it. Oop, hold on. Oh my god, I didn't even see what was going on here. Did ancient Greek architecture feature a lot of 8/16-way symmetry, or was that something the devs added? What? I don't know what you mean. 8/16-way symmetry. I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, look at you handing out gift memberships again. I just saw what they're adding next drop. Now red and yellow blocks in a new cave biome. Interesting. Nether brick walls, maybe? Yeah, we could try that. Well, a lot of people are suggesting red nether brick walls, I assume for the pillars. But what do you think of this? What are we thinking? I'm sort of torn on this whole thing. I don't really know. I'm unsure. Roof, cool, okay. Alright, yeah. The other thing would be to just cut this roof off completely. But there is definitely a doorway here, so I don't know. I don't know. Let's just keep on with this. Let's do some birch. Actually, we're not going to do slabs. We're gonna do whole planks here because slabs was a bad idea. So we're just gonna do this for the floor. We're gonna do this and this And I'll try red nether brick on those pillars here in a second. And we're going to do this. We'll make this a whole ass room back here. Or maybe not. Maybe we make it like a little storeroom or something. Okay, so if you walk up here, we wouldn't have the tiles. In fact, we would have the birch. We'd have the birch slabs because this is a wooden walkway. So I don't know why I did that. So let's try this. We wouldn't do slabs either. We would do whole blocks. What am I doing? I'm not in the game right now. So in fact, we would probably want something like this instead. So let's do that and that and zipping around. Go. Do that. Okay. I'm starting to see it. That roof doesn't line up. That roof doesn't line up at all. Okay. What if? Hear me out. We're gonna try something sort of experimental here. We're gonna try something unique. Let's figure out where we want a door at. So I think if we want a door, let's say here, we do that. Okay. And if we want to, oh, I guess this back room is going to be storage as well. So this whole, yeah, I don't like that either. I feel like this should be one room and this should be a room with storage. So maybe we slap a door there. And hear me out on this. We go back to the slabs. Okay, because the slabs look better when I can put them down right. And we do slabs in the mud brick. Did I just zoomed right past him. Okay. Okay, so we do slabs here. All right, and we continue the slabs here. Oh my God, there we go. Oh my God, stop it. We do like that, and like that. Okay, so you can come up and there's the door you come up to. Maybe not. So like that. I like this idea. I think it's a good idea. Yeah, I think it's yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Because I could also do something like nope. Okay, let's just try this here. See what we think. Do this. Maybe it'll look better once we have the rest of this up. That like this. We'll punch a door. We'll punch a doorway into it. So let's grab wooden axe. We'll do like that. We do like that. I guess we stand here. Copy. And then we slap that. Go paste. So that's 2, 3. Okay. I'm not hating it. I'm not liking it. But I'm not hating it. I'm wondering if maybe instead of that, we just do like, oh, like that. The problem with that, though, then, is that, yeah, let's swap this stairwell over here. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Much better. That's much better. So let's do that. Let's do the cleanup thing. There we go. Oh. Like that. So then you come up here, and then you got that way, and this way. How are we liking that? I actually like that. I think that's a good way to go. Our fencing is not going to work. But we don't need fencing. We can actually lean into the color a bit and do something like this. Oop. Oh, stop it. Something like that. I mean, again, don't hate it. I don't hate it. I don't like it, but I don't hate it. It's probably going to be the theme for this stream here. Oh. Come this way. Yeah, I feel like there needs to be something right there too. It's just gonna have to float, I guess. Yeah, it'll just have to float. Okay. Like that? I don't know. I mean, that's good enough. That's good enough. What do we think? What do we think? Let's back off a bit and look at it. How do we like this? Oh, actually, I'm kind of liking it. I'm actually liking it a lot. So what do you think? What do you think's going on here? How are we feeling about this? Looks nice. Okay. My previous comment meant that there's a lot of Mycenaean-style ruins in Elden Ring, and in these ruins, 8-way circular symmetry shows up a lot. I don't know what you mean by 8-way circular symmetry. Sorry, I just don't know what that means. Elevated path. You're asking about the elevated path being so wide. It's because of these pillars here. So they wouldn't have put the pillars there unless it was supporting something. So if we put a walkway here, we have no pillars in here, farther in. So it's got to support the walkway all the way out to here. That's what I'm... That's basically what I'm dealing with. I think this is too much. I mean, you can walk off it, but it looks like it's fairly well blocked off. So I think that's what we're just gonna go with. I think this is good like this. Is there a way to get into these rooms back here? There is not. So there is nothing except for, yeah, we'd have to make our own door. Well, there is a doorway that goes in here, but there's no way to get into this room. Okay, so let's do something like this. And we're gonna seal this back up. Actually, we're gonna do something like that. Then there's this room. You got this storage room here. You got this storage room here, which is a lot of storage for this singular room. But, you know, it is what it is. So we'll slap that there, slap that there, slap that there. Actually, this one is not going to go there. We are going to go right here. And then we're going to go there. We need to slap that there, and wha-bam, just like that. For this room, goes like that. Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. And this has a ton of potential. You can have all kinds of stuff in here. So let's grab some doors. Let's do a mangrove door. Let's say these people are fancy. Do that. That. I'd be willing to say that that room right there is the kitchen. We do that. We do that. Go. And that. Mm-hmm. So we need to make a door right here. And this door right here. Let's slap a roof on this and call it good. We'll even do a flat part of like an overhang. In fact, if we do an overhang, we might be able to get, anyways, yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. Let's see how this goes. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the exact same number as this one. And what did we have here? We had, okay, so we had the stairs. So we had that, and then that. Okay. And I think we should just maybe link it up to yeah, maybe we just link it up to this guy. Like that. I mean, this is a planned subdivision, right? The original clone homes. That's what I call subdivisions. Got that from my dad. Alright, so that, yeah, I'll just do this. And I honestly think any one of these could be a really nice sort of mid-game homes, right? You could pull any one of these out of this whole subdivision here, this whole town, and have a nice home. Especially some of these with like these really open courtyards and stuff. You don't need much. Like I said, it would be what? Enchanting table, furnaces, crafting room, maybe bedroom. And then like what else would you possibly need? Storage, yeah, big old storage area. Oh yeah, this is actually going to end up looking real good. Oh my god, stop it. There we go. Okay. Too fast, too fast. Flew too fast. Oh my god. There we go. Okay, so if we do that, nope, stop it. That, yeah, we just follow this line across. Oh, jeez. Look at that. It almost, yeah, it definitely now looks like it's a planned thing. Definitely a planned thing. Look at that. And there's just enough, I mean, just enough of a differentiation. Now, if I were to make this room here into the second story, it would actually mirror this almost perfectly. We could do that. We could slap another roof on there, make this so then this walkway, you would come up this walkway, you'd have one door there and one door directly in front of you. That would go into this room and then go into that room. So that would be almost a mirror of that house. So how are we liking this? What do we think? What do we think? Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. Design looks really good. You put trapdoors in the way of the stairs. In the way of stairs? Oh, I'll double check that. I feel like the way these rooms are laid out would be considered a fire hazard. Yeah, that's true. Would there have actually been internal doors? Couldn't it just be empty? Yes, it could be empty, but more than likely you would probably want some sort of privacy. So they could have draped something over the doorways. So we could do something like banners. Right, so if we wanted to, we could, here, I'll show you. Let's find an internal doorway real quick. Well, here, yeah, here's a really good internal doorway. So in order to hang a banner in Minecraft, you can't just do that because it does that. And you got this big empty open area. But what you can do is something like that, and then like that, which covers the doorway. But it's kind of funky. So what I would suggest doing is you get sneaky with it. You go like either like that, which you can still walk through, okay? And then you put the banner right on that trap door. See? So now you got... There you go. So now you can still walk through. But yeah, they could have done that. They could have had something dangling in front of it. Some sort of... I don't know what you would call it. Some sort of like sheet or something like that. Clone homes. Yeah. Cookie cutter house. Yeah, cookie cutter houses. Yeah. Soul build reminds me of an old but modern Athenian neighborhood. Yeah. Now the neighborhoods, there were multiple buildings. Yeah. So, yeah, this is a building style that caught on and you know, didn't really go anywhere. It still stuck around. You could also do this if you wanted to. You could do something like that. Makes it a skinnier doorway, but you could still attach that. See, you can do that. I like the internal doors better. But yes, if there is a possibility that that there was nothing there, that there was just like a little drape that they put across it. So yeah, so look at that. This would be a nice little I wouldn't say starter home, but definitely some sort of starter. Let's try to make this outside portion look a little nicer. So what if we do something like that, 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 and that. Oh, look at that. That's nice. Actually, that should probably go... Whoops. Like that. Ooh, can I get that angle? Yes, I can. There we go. I mean, that's kind of nice, too. Or we could just slab it. We could always just slab it, too. Slabbing it would actually probably be alright. Probably look just fine. Probably look better, actually. Yeah. Alright, so there you go. So there's that one. I like it. Alright, so... Trapdoors in the way of stairs. No, we're still good there. We're still good there, so I think we're good. I think we're good on that. So I'm not going to worry too much about it. The other thing to do would be to do this instead. Maybe. Oh, crap. Uh-oh. That doesn't look too bad. I'm actually digging that. Yeah, that's nice. We'll just do that. There we go. And we can actually bring this out if we wanted to, because we've got the post right there, so we could actually have like a little porch. Let's see how that would look. Something like this. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. Yeah, something like that. We could do... Oh, yeah, we wanted to check out red nether brick. Let's see what red nether brick looks like. There we go. Before we do anything, let's... Okay, we'll get rid of that. Ooh, that's nice. It looks... And it's thicker, too, so it actually looks like the post the entire way up. Okay. I'm digging it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. So let's just do this. We'll need to figure out something here. Can we continue with the stairs? No, that looks terrible. Maybe we just do that. I know it's not great. Oh, oh, it's lopsided. It's lopsided. But then... Okay, hold on. Okay, let's think this through here. So we do that. We do that. Okay, so now we got that. Let's get rid of that, and we'll do that. Same thing here. Yeah, look at that. That looks pretty nice. That looks... Oh, yeah. I'm looking at the chat now, and everyone's like, oh, what about that? Yeah, I remember. I remembered. Okay, so, yeah, this looks... I like the way that this looks. This is definitely something different. We could even, if we wanted to, right? We could do... What is that? That's like this. And we could have... Oh, nope, because then the... Oh, maybe. Let's see here. And then you would have something like that, so you'd have it actually peaked there as well. I don't like that as much. I think we keep it flat. Yeah, I think we keep it flat. That looks good. I think that looks really good. I don't know how any of you feel about it. But I like it. I like it a lot. So that's what we're going to do. The red... I don't know. This seems a little harsh. Seems a little harsh. It's just too red. How about just regular nether brick? Is that too dark? You know, I actually like this a little bit more. It's a little more muted. It's not as high contrasty. Well, I mean, it is high contrast, but not in the way that... Yeah, it's just... I don't know. I like this better. We're going to do that. Yeah, that's nice. That's real nice. That's real nice. Let's move on. Let's move on. The next one gets a little dicey because they do something a little crazy. They actually combine these two lots here. These two lots are now one big house with a little itty bitty house squeezed in right here. So it looks like it's almost exactly half. So let's see here. So if this is 19, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So that puts it at 17 in between. So we need to go 8 across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And take this out. And put this in. So this is what these guys grabbed. So this must have been a really sort of, you know, big time family, you know, big wigs. And then these poor folks over here were just, you know, just kind of got stuck. So let's do this one first real quick, because this is going to be able, we're going to be able to knock this out quite quick. So this one has 2 rooms in the back that are slightly, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I do, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that puts them even. But if I do one right there, that shifts them into an odd size. Okay, that's how it is. And then it's not online with these over here. It's actually one more to... Right, it's this, right? This is... Yeah, okay. So it's along this line here, but it's one more to the front of the house. So it's right there. So it's like that. And then this is just straight across like that. And then for the front here, it's the exact same measurement as like all of the rest of these rooms. So like this one here, so it's like the andron. So it's 1, 2, so it's 3 across. One, two, three, bam, right there. And it comes out, and it looks like it's a 2-part opening. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so like that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can't have it even, unfortunately. Why don't we do... We'll do that. And we'll slap that there. And then we do this. Nope. We do that. There we go. In fact, this needs to be this way. One more. Which does make it uneven. With this one, but you know what? Too bad, so sad. Okay, so that's it. Now, here's the crazy thing. The andron is this room here, which is interesting, or at least it has benches like it's supposed to be. With a smaller room to the front. Which is interesting choice. Definitely a choice. So then that's that house right there. And I wouldn't be surprised if that was only a single story. So, yep, there's that. Let's go ahead and slap some mud brick on top. How we liking this so far? Yep. So far everyone's digging it. All right. Okay. How are we doing on time so far? Well, we're at 2 hours, 20 minutes. So we might just do this first partial block and then call it good, because we've been at it for a while. And I still have work to do today on the thesis. Unfortunately, it's the written part, so it's not like I can just like bring you guys along for that one, because that's super boring. And it's not published, so yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go copy. Oops. Copy. There we go. Paste. Paste. And there's that house. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say this right here was the whatever, the what they call it, the pasta. Yes, that's what they call it. And so let's do this. Hello, thank you. And let's do this. And we'll leave... Yeah, we'll leave that open. So we'll do this. And I think this one will go like that. 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 And like that. No. This is another one of those. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now for this one, we just do that. Okay. And this. And this. Whoop. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Let's also do this. And I think maybe we slap some mud brick stairs. That. Oh my god, stop it. Thank you. Like that? No, it looks terrible. Okay, maybe we leave it. And so for the back here, we do the same thing, only this way, even though that means it'll dump all the water into this courtyard when it rains. That's okay. Why don't we have this wall, or this, come all the way back? Yeah, like that. Yeah, like that, and we'll do... Okay. And then we do, yeah, then we do this. And we have it come like this. And like this. How are we liking this so far? I'm thinking we're good here. Do that and that. Yeah, that's pretty pretty straightforward, actually. Very basic house. That. Even still, we're having a ooh. Stop it. There we go. Like that. And like that. Sure, that works. But even with sort of a just your standard house, they still had that that whole porch thing, not porch thing, that whole you know, little internal courtyard thing going, which I like. I think if a house had a internal courtyard, that'd be kind of cool. I don't think anybody builds like that anymore. At least in the States. Maybe they do in other places. Oh my god. There we go. Okay. Wow, this is a very tall ceiling, too. Okay. Oh, but we can't get into that room. Is there no way to get into that room? It looks like if there was, it might have been right here. Okay, so there's that. Got this room. Got this sort of whatever that is. There we go. And because this is sort of unsupported, why don't we slap on walls that would not have remained. So let's do that, that. Because if it was mud brick, it would have just melted away. So something like that. I don't need it for right here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I could have just put a single one. What happens if I just put a single one right here? Does it look weird? No, it don't look weird. That looks fine. All right. Let's grab a spruce door. Oh, we're gonna need that that torch. Slap that there. Slap that there. And that there. Whoop. There we go. All right, there we go. Real basic house. So let's knock out these rich guys here. This is insane, this house. So it has what looks to be 2 courtyards. And none of it lines up with any of the other stuff. except for the back portion. The back portion does line up. Yep. Right here. Oh. Panos says, however, in Greece, behind many modern houses, there is a space, in theory, common to all surrounding buildings, which we call... Oh, whoa. Akaluptos, the uncovered space. That's cool. Okay, so it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, bam. 1, 2, 3, bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, bam. 1, 2, 3, bam. And then another 1, 2, 3, 4, bam. Oh. And then I've got sort of like a really weird one that I'm just going to leave out. Which actually that room would have been here, so we need to rethink this here. So maybe we do go like that. So we got the big room, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 1, 2, 3, then 1, let's just do 2, and then 1, 2, 3. And then we've got a big room, and then we got another small room. So 1, 2, like that. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So let's go ahead and do this. And then we'll slap in the areas that are missing doors. Okay. So this one has an internal door there. This one has a door that goes out into the courtyard. This one has, oh boy, I guess a door. We'll just do that. This one has a door that's closer to this end. This one has one in the middle. And this one has one all the way to the side. There we go. Okay. Now this one has a wall that comes off of it right here. And let's see here. We need that. So this, is that right? That was not right. Aha, okay, no, we need that. Okay. So this has a room that comes off of here. So sharing that same sort of wall comes to this, just to the inside of this wall, so right here, with a doorway that lines up with that wall, suspiciously enough. And then we have a small room here, like that, with a door, but I can't really get, so we'll just slap it like that. So you got that. And then coming straight off of this opening is a pillar. And then coming off of this wall, but in one, which I can't really do because there's the doorway there. So we'll just come straight off of this to about like that. And then another like that. Okay. Now over here, we've got a room that comes off of this wall here. That goes out to about there. Nope, about there. And then comes all the way down here. Oh boy. And then we've got a little room. We do that, we do that. Little room, big room. Or sort of big room. Which I think we will actually, this will be the first time we actually switch over to this. So we'll do that. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter, actually. So we'll just do that. And we'll do this. And I don't know how they got into those rooms. But then, come off of there. And we come directly off of that wall. So here we go like that. Oh, this is a big opening. So actually, let's do this. There we go. It's a pretty large opening. It's bigger than all the others. So it has another pillar right there. It's got a pillar that comes off of here and doesn't line up with this one, but is actually off by one. And then comes down like there. Look at that. That's crazy. Okay, so which theoretically did function as an inner courtyard. Okay, so like a public garden or park. Yeah. Often inaccessible, at least in mine. Oh, interesting. Light in the houses. Oh, so kind of like a light well, but just like like a bigger area. All right. Oh, nice. Yeah, you get fruit on the trees. That's cool. Yeah, this all looks... Okay, that sounds cool. That sounds really cool. All right, so let's go ahead and slap these walls on this. This is the rich people's home. Oh, don't want to do that. Okay. Let's go into easy mode here. Go across here. So let's assume that they got in this way. And we just had like that. That's what we're going to assume. We need to do that. Oops, I think I went up. Too high. That's okay. We got this, 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 and this. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that this section here is one story. It probably isn't, but you know, it's fine. We'll do this as one story, and this is one story, and then the back area is 2 stories. And there's obviously some sort of cover that goes along this way. I don't know. We'll figure that out here in a second. But let's go ahead and slap a roof on this and see what we think. Oh my god, I just keep scrolling past it. All right, so we're going to do this. Hold on. This comes this way and then probably wraps around. And then this is covered, completely covered. This must go this way. I wonder why there's only the one pillar. Oh, because it looks like there was something that stuck out there. Okay, I see. Okay. So yeah, this probably was like this, and then it came across. Oh, okay. All right, so we're gonna do... Yeah, we're gonna do like this. And how did we do this one? Okay, no, not that one. There was a shorter one, wasn't there, that we did not too long? Oh, it was over here. Yeah, we just did it like that. So that's what we'll do here. We'll just go boom, boom, and we'll slap. I don't know. Okay. Let's just do this real quick, and then we'll figure it out. So this should not be like this. This should actually be like this. And then we do... No, that's terrible. So we do it like that? Yeah, sure, that works. Okay. So we do like that, and we go like this. And whatever covers this part comes all the way out to here. It continues to here. And I guess continues to here as well. Maybe it just comes out there. So maybe something like this? Oh man, this is a tough one. Maybe like that? Yeah, like that. Well, let's see how it looks when I get done with it. Perhaps it's another walkway. Let's see what that looks like if I do it as a walkway. So if instead of this, we do this. Or not walkway, but, well, yeah, like walkway. Or see, this obviously had something over the top of it. And we have these. So I'm wondering if it was not walkway here, because this is one story, so maybe this is just roof. Oh man, this is tough. This is tough, everyone. This is really tough. So let's see what that looks like. Actually, since this is already here, maybe we just do this as an angle? Okay. Let's say we've got tiles, right? We got tiles there. And we go like that. Like that. Like that. Okay, okay. I am not hating that. I'm actually liking it. So let's see. Oh my god, stop it. Here we go. Let's see how this looks. And then if we just do a roof across here, rather than a walkway. Like that. And we can bring the porch out, or not porch, but the, yeah, porch out to like here. And then like this. Okay, okay. Like that. Okay, so that has a porch. You still need to be able to get into these second-story rooms. So where would the stairway be? Right here. Right here would be the stairway. Okay. Okay, I think we're figuring it out. I think we're figuring it out. I think we got it. What's going on in chat here? Yeah, it's a very complicated structure. I might send a photo tomorrow. That'd be cool. In the Discord. Yeah, definitely. Send a picture. It'd be cool to see. What you're talking about. So let's do this and this. Let's go ahead and do this, that. Okay, so that's sealed off. Okay, so like that. So we do a stairway here, right? It goes here, 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 here. Yeah, because then this is floor right here. So then let's grab. Okay, I'm starting to get this all dialed in. So if we do this, right, and we just have all of our floors. Like right here. Then we can do the roof thing again. Okay. How did we do this last time? So we did slabs. Not down there. Though we could do that too. There we go. How did we do it on this one? Yeah, it was like that. And then we put stairs. Okay. So we want a doorway here. Oops. I want to do that. So we'll do stairs. And there's going to be a doorway here. Oh my God, this is going to get really complicated. This is going to get really complicated really fast. Okay. So let's just do this. We need to figure out at what point we need to have a hole. So, okay, not that one. Okay, so that's where we're at. So we do that. We do this. Oh, okay. So we have that, right? Such a wide walkway. That's okay. And then we still need to be able to go into these rooms. So we need to bring this all the way down. Okay. I'm not liking it yet. Okay, I'm definitely not liking it yet, but we'll see how this looks. Maybe this is one of those things that looks better when when it's all said and done. Okay, so we have that. Because I don't think you'd be walking on the tiles. On the roof tiles. Maybe that's just me. But I wouldn't think that that would be something you would do. And let's have this be the entrance from the alley. So maybe we don't need that. In fact, there we go. There we go. Maybe we get into this room from this room. We don't need that. And that way, we can take this, just come straight across. Like this. Okay, yeah. See, now I'm starting to get this figured out. Oop. Just noticed that. There we go. Okay. Okay. And then we have this monstrosity. God, such a huge, huge house. So I just thought of something too, you know, for painting, we could always just do like, you know how people do map art. We could always just do a big empty area on this world in a single color, and then just cover the entire wall, you know, all the walls in item frames, and then just do that. There's always that. Let's bring this down like that. There we go. There we go. Okay. So you come in this room. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So you come into this room and you walk into this room. No, we'll do right here instead. Like that. There we go. So let's go ahead and do easy mode here. Bam. Just that. Bam, just that. And we're going to slap down. We're going to go right here, go copy. Paste. Paste. Bam. So there we have... Oh, oops. There we go. Okay. I thought I got 3, but anyways. Map ID is cool, but I fear the color would be too saturated. Yeah, it probably would be. And hey, we can just follow this exact same roof line. Just right off of it. Look at that. Yeah, this is definitely planned. So, yeah, to answer someone's question from earlier, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that there was probably if it's me, just looking at how this whole thing is sort of laid out, it was probably one of those things where it's like, hey, look, these are the houses we can, or these are the rooms we could build, and you have this kind of the, you know, these different ways of doing it is what I'm gonna go with, because if the guy's already doing grid a pattern for the town, he's already thinking like cookie cutter, you know, clone home type stuff. I'm not saying that the person who did this had homes, home layouts already in mind. I'm just saying, like, here's the grid you can use and where we can put walls. And you need to figure out what walls you want or what rooms you want and go from there. So I bet if we were to combine all of these houses under one footprint, I bet we would see the original grid pattern or the original pattern, because I bet there's spots that there are no walls on any of these houses in the same area. That sounds like a really cool you know, experiment to try. So maybe we try that one of these times. Maybe we grid everything out and we draw the houses and then we overlay all of them together, or plug it into like a, I don't know, some sort of algorithm or something and figure it out. All right, so we do that. Oops. That. Oh, and we could do this. What do we want to do for pillars here? Let's see what mud brick looks like. I don't like it. Maybe for the walls, but not for the pillars. I want to do a wood. I definitely want to do a wood type. So we're not doing pink. Nobody suggests pink. Maybe they do a blue. Maybe they paint their pillars blue. Ugh. Oh, I forgot we have this. We have all these colors. What the heck? Okay. Got concrete powders. Green. Well, so lime green. Let's see here. Colors they could have used. Blue is a good one. Let's try this. Let's see. I like the idea of a blue. Maybe not that blue. Maybe something like, we can try what is this? This is light blue concrete. Okay. That's not bad. It's a little I don't know. Let's try woods. Or not woods, another form. So there's granite, there's mud brick, there's resin, which I think is going to look terrible. There's sandstone, sort of an orangish color. Netherrack, which looks terrible. Nether bricks. No, we're not doing purple. Let's try spruce. Let's see what spruce looks like. Okay. I like spruce. Even though I think spruce is a little overrated in this game, everyone seems to use it an awful lot, which makes sense because you can do the big trees, right? So I mean, it makes sense to use spruce. Let's do this. Let's bring this right on up too. Or maybe I just end this with spruce? So they all match? Yeah. So let's come off of here. We'll come off of here one down. No, we can't do one down. Let's just follow the same pattern. 3, 3. We do that. But is that like too low? Yeah, that's too low. All right, so we just come straight off of here, like that. Ooh, yeah, I can already see it. I already know I'm gonna like it. Oh, I don't know why I came up off of this one. I don't need to come up off of that one. That's fine. Yeah, I can already tell I'm gonna like this. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at this rich asshole. Alright, let's get some fences in place. Oh. Oh, man. That's okay. We'll just do this. It's fine. Or I could just do that instead. Does that look terrible? No. I think, flying all over the place. Yeah, we'll just do this. What was that? Oh, wow. I don't know if you watch Hermitcraft, but Zombie Cleo made some interesting map art glyphs for her boundary markers. Oh, that's cool. Rich people watcher. You couldn't decide if roof or walkway earlier. It was a front to the house, so rich person doing a people watch. Oh, yeah. Giving that roof its own roof, yeah. Does that look terrible? I feel like that looks terrible. I mean, I think I like that better, where it comes down. So I think, yeah, I think we need to go back to what it was. And this is the part of the episode where I can't figure out what I want to do. So I just do it all. Okay, so we need to go that to that. Let's get rid of everything here. And replace. Whoops. Yeah. Ooh, nope, wrong one. Replace air with oak slab. Well, bam. There we go. Easy peasy. And then this way we can slap down fence here. Keep people from walking onto the roof. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. And then that way we can slap the rest of the fences here. And it'll just be like this. There we go. And then all I need now is the oak stairs. We'll do that. Whoop. I really wish when you grabbed a block from inventory that it automatically, when you put it in your hotbar, like when I hit E and I grab something and put it in my hotbar, I wish it would automatically jump over to that slot in your hotbar, because that's obviously what you want next. So why don't they do that? That just makes sense to me. Maybe that's why they don't do it, because it makes sense to me. Okay, so there's that. And then this room is that. Cover that up. Cover this up. Go. This room. Which really feels like it should be storage. And then this room, which we're going to have the same thing. We do here, this, and then, oop, 1, 2, there, and there. Look at that. This would be one heck of a, I don't want to say starter home, but like definitely like a mid-game. Oh, there we go. A mid-game home. Like, look at that. That is huge. Why does this look funky? There we go. And we'll bring this out. And this out. Okay, look at that. That is huge. You got this huge courtyard here. Yeah, this is cool. And then you got these rooms, which I have no idea what you would use them for. Storage, I guess. You can have a bunch of chests. Could you fit chests in here? I mean, you could. You could put like 1, 2, 3 chests. But I mean, that would be it. About it, right? You'd be kind of stuck. Ooh, there's that. Okay, there we go. Yeah. You got this sort of walkway here. I think this, we need some mud brick stairs here to make it look better. Something like that. Mud bricks. See? See? That's what I'm talking about. Something like that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. It also needs a door. See, and like you got these rooms back here, which I have no idea what they would be used for. Door. There we go. Door. And torch. And door. Almost forgot the torch. Someone's gonna have to do a a check to see how much materials I use to build this, because I mean this is an awful lot. Door, torch, torch. Oop. Just forgot the door. What? No. There we go. This is definitely some sort of storage. You could put double chest there, double chest there, double chest there. Check it out. Oh my god, I'm terrible at this. I don't know where anything is at. It's not redstone blocks, is it? No. There's trap chests. I thought it was functional blocks. Is it not functional blocks? Am I zipping past it? I am. Yeah, so you could do like that, that, and that. So here you go. Here's your oh, I guess couldn't do it up there. You just come in here, be a really claustrophobic storage area. This could be your storage area. This could be your kitchen. I don't know. Door. I think this will be it for today because I'm already running out of steam, and I still want plenty of steam for when I work on the thesis. So, door, door, door. And second story, we have door, door. God, could you imagine this in survival, wanting to build Olynthos and all the stuff you'd have to get? Oh my god, it would be so much work. An insane amount of work. Alright, I do believe that's everything. Oh. And of course I don't have any windows on this house, but there would probably be windows. Tree? I'm sorry. You're cool and all. I love acacia trees. Not in real life. I hate acacia in real life. But yeah, can't see anything with you in the way. Look at that. Look at that. It's looking pretty good. I think you need to remove one more slab. Yep, figure that out. Did ancient Greeks have rooftop gardens? Some of these look like good places for gardens. Maybe, I don't know. It's a good question. I wonder if I could just extend this over here, but I don't have a post, a pillar, or anything. Let's see what that looks like. No, doesn't look good. See, that one looks fine. That one does not. That one looks like that belongs there. Though the overhang on this side is what's getting me on this one. I think that's why. Yeah, see, I think that's better. Yeah, see, that's better. Okay. All right, so there we go. Let's get rid of this. Look at that. And that is not even a full row. And there are... What? How many? Let's see. So that's half. That's not even a half a block. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 possible blocks. Definitely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks and a handful of sort of partial ones. So yeah, this is looking really good. I'm liking how this is coming out. We definitely need to do interiors on some of these, and we need to figure out like what certain rooms do. You know, but other than that, I think everything is good. Yeah, that's better. A little bit of an overhang there. This has been I think I like the way that this came out. I really do like the way that this came out. Except for this. Why is this like this? Okay, no, that's right. That's right. Okay. All right. So there you have it. There is not even half. It's 4/5 of a block. Not even 4/5. It's what is that? That's 4/10 of a block. Out of a dozen blocks at Olynthos. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna try to get some of these videos edited up so I can quit having to do so many streams. Yeah, I hope you like this. And of course, if anybody wants any of these plans, let me know. I'll hop into Lightmatica and copy them for you, so you can have them for your world. Because I think some of these would look pretty cool in if they were just sort of on their own, you know, like this, the rich person's house, or even this one or this one, just on its own in a world would look cool. Actually, I like this one a lot. I'm starting to second guess the birch idea, but I'm liking this one right here a lot. So, anyways, that's going to be it for today. I will see you next time.